announcements before we go into our call to worship. As you know, Derek and Lauren and their family are traveling back from Mississippi from his grandmother's funeral, so continue to be praying for them as they travel back and as he gets back into the swing of work and the swing of seminary classes, so pray for them in that way. I also want to give just a couple quick announcements as far as calendar items in the next little while. So we will have our outreach and evangelism meeting this Wednesday at 6 p.m. over in the education building. So 6 p.m. I think we'll be up in the Sunday school room. The big thing for us to talk about at that meeting is to try and get things planned out for the Easter egg hunt. So we are continuing to plan to do that for the Saturday before Easter. I believe it's March 29th. So if you would like to be informed and also give some say in what that event looks like, we'd love to have you this Wednesday at 6 p.m. to talk about outreach and evangelism. We won't just talk about the Easter egg hunt and the Easter and Resurrection Sunday service. We'll also be talking about what our regular rhythm of getting out in the community will look like. How we want to be able to let our neighbors know about our church, to invite them to come, and ultimately to be in prayer that the Lord would save them if they don't yet know Christ. So join us this Wednesday at 6 p.m. Also, a week from today, we'll have another opportunity for our Bible fellowship groups over at our home. So next Sunday at 6 p.m. We're going to give a couple assignments as far as snacks to bring. We're planning on doing very expensive frozen pizza. So very expensive, not really. But we'll give some assignments as far as what would be some good things for you to bring as far as like vegetables or salad or things like that. So we'd love to have you as we talk about next Sunday's sermon. We talk about 3 questions from the sermon and how we can apply that in our lives and are able to pray for one another. So, and be able to eat. So, Bible, fellowship in a group setting. It's awesome. So, join us next Sunday at 6 p.m. for that over at our home. And then want to continue to invite you to come to Sunday school. Our adult discipleship class is going through Bible 101. We're almost at the halfway point. It's been really good. This morning we talked about the authority of Scripture. Next week, Brian Jr. is going to lead us through the sufficiency and necessity of Scripture. The sufficiency and necessity of Scripture. So join us next Sunday at 9:30 as we talk about those things. This morning as we come to worship together, there's so many things that we could focus our time and attention on. But one of my prayers as I was preparing this week was above anything else that we would be able to see Christ. That in my sermon I would be able to point to Christ. That we wouldn't leave here without having our affection stirred for Him. And so when I think about a scriptural call to worship, Isaiah chapter 6 comes directly to my mind. And maybe if you've been in church for a while, you know what Isaiah chapter 6 says. So here Isaiah is able to see this vision of Christ on the throne. Here's what he says in Isaiah chapter 6, beginning in verse 1. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord sitting upon the train of his robe filled the temple.